What's up, gamers? Red Dragon here, and we are covering the latest news. So on VGN the last couple of days, one of the top stories has been this one. It's talking about DX12 and how it could affect the Xbox One. So this article came from Brad Wardell. He is a CEO and he's also a game developer. So he goes into a pretty techie conversation about how DX12 is going to help gamers as far as PC gaming and Xbox One. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I understand it all completely, so as always, I'll leave a link down in the description box if you want to read it for yourself. But let me read a part of what he said after he gives his explanation. He says, "The results are spectacular, not just in theory, but in practice. Full disclosure, I am involved with the Starswarm demo, which makes use of this technology. While each generation of video cards struggles to gain substantial performance over the previous generation, here the same hardware will suddenly see a doubling of performance. Xbox One, the biggest beneficiary. It effectively gives every Xbox One owner a new GPU that is twice as fast as the old one." Now, the question, of course, a lot of people would want to say is, did he really mean what he just said, you know? So anyway, I went out and checked his Twitter feed, and he was actually asked about this right away. And here's what he said. He said DX12 could double the performance of Xbox One games. He was asked, "Are you sure that the give every Xbox One owner a new GPU that is twice as fast as the old one? Is this statement accurate?" He replied with, "It's not literally, it's software, not hardware. But yes, DX12 games will likely be more than twice as fast." He was asked again, "My understanding was that Xbox One's DX API already had some of the features of DX12, and a lot of people have said that, you know, Microsoft and the Xbox One, it's already very close to the metal, so it's not going to make that big of a difference anyway." He replied with, "It didn't. It was and is still basically a single core stack. And with DX12, all 8 cores will be able to split the work." So again, this is coming from a game developer who claims that he's working on a demo that is using this technology. Now, he's not the first one to say statements like this. Here are some other statements that people said recently about DirectX 12. AMD, they said it's not just a small benefit, it's like getting 4 generations of hardware ahead with this API. Intel got up and they said this is absolutely, I think, the most significant jump in technology in a long time. Nvidia said existing cards will see orders of magnitudes of improvements with DirectX 12. He said going from hundreds of thousands to millions and maybe tens of millions of system draws a second. So, of course, we are talking about optimizing the software code, and of course, people talk about hardware, and it's not like we're talking about an upgrade in hardware. You can't change the hardware of it, but if hardware is just there and it doesn't have software, it's useless. So software, hardware work hand in hand. What they're doing with DirectX 12, if I understand this correctly, is optimizing the code, and DX11 currently isn't very optimized in a lot of areas, and so there was a lot of improvements that could have been made, and these are the improvements that are supposedly coming. And some people say that the Xbox One is definitely going to see some improvements with DX12. So if we see those improvements, we will find out. Stay tuned to this channel for more. Links down in the description box if you want to read about it, and stay tuned right here. That does it for me, the Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.